All right, guys. Okay, so shocker, we're going to talk a little bit about host to post tonight. And if you were on my newbie Zoom on Tuesday, a lot of this is going to be repeat for you, so I apologize. But as I was talking on the newbie Zoom, I realized I was like, okay, we really need to kind of go over this as a team on a team Zoom, because we've talked about host to post before, and we've talked about signing distributors from host to post, but we've never really focused completely on host to post for distributors as a team. How can you build your team with host to post and just distributors? Okay. So again, another elephant in the room. Nobody on here is a mass DT enroller, myself included. So I'm not calling anyone out. Okay. So we've got to figure out a better strategy. We've got to figure something else out, because at the end of the day, customers are amazing, but bringing in new DTs is how you build and how you promote and how you continue to move up, right? So we need to really kind of, and corporate, let me tell you guys something. I think I told you guys this last week too. Corporate is on our butts right now for triples and above in our page. They are on our butts about making sure that we are helping you guys with everything that we can for DTs, and that we are setting the example for DTs. So I know that sometimes it can be a lot, right? We're trying to do host posts. We're trying to be moms. We're trying to be wives. We're trying to keep up with a house. We're trying to, and it's like when we say host to post, it's not just getting a host to post up, right? Then you get people who are commenting on it. Then you have to message those people. You got to go back and follow up. You got to go back and make sure, because I don't know about you guys, but lately I've been noticing when people are accepting my friend request, Facebook's not telling me. So now I have to go back and click through each name and make sure that, okay, did they accept my friend request? Did I message them? So it's getting very time consuming. So when you're doing that, and then you're also trying to post and message for distributors, all of a sudden it can be kind of overwhelming and feel like there's a lot. So if you guys were to just focus on host to post, only host to post, okay? You are posting nothing but nonsense on your own personal page. You're only working Facebook, no Instagram, no TikTok. You're just focused on host to post. So you might have to post like once a week about your giveaway. But if that's all you did, we could still bring in, I do the math in my head real quick, what it was. You could still bring in a minimum of 15 DTs if you work it the right way. This is just me, like there's no scientific evidence behind this, you guys, okay? This is just me, like with my logic, okay? So let me break it down for you. Because I know if we could each sign 15 Ds a month, everyone would be going freaking diamond, double, triple, presidential, ambassador. Like our team would just be exploding, okay? So here's how you can do that. We are not taking advantage of talking to people who post for us. I don't think there's one of us on here who can say, yes, I've talked to every single person that's posted for me this month and offered the business opportunity to them, myself included, okay? A lot of times I get a little lazy with it and I only message the people who get 35,000 comments on a post, and that's it. But if you guys think about it, okay? I think Kristen went over this a little bit with you guys last week. Thank you, Kristen, so much again for doing our Zoom last week. That was amazing. But we have different scripts that you guys can use. And if you guys need the scripts again, we'll get them put up for you. We can like throw it in the chat real quick if you guys need the scripts again. Like if I see a couple of you say yes, we'll just make sure that it gets put in Dream Team. But you can send messages to people who had a great response. Maybe they only had a couple of comments. We have a message for that person. Maybe there was no comments and like one like. We still have a message that you can send that person. Now here's what I want you guys to think about, okay? If you have, because we know corporate's telling us like, hey, you should be trying to get 10 host to post up a day, right? I'm not stupid. I know it doesn't happen every day. Let's just say for fun that you do actually get 10 up every single day, or you get an average of 10. Maybe you get 12 one day, 9 the next, 7 one day, 15 the next, right? So it averages out to like, I don't even know if what I just said averages 10, but you guys get what I'm saying. Let's say you average 10 host to post a day in the month of July. Okay, I'm gonna pretend like July has 30 days because easy math is much better for me. If you did 10 a day for 30 days, that's 300 host to post that you would have up. Tons and tons of customers are gonna come in for that. And guys, this is the other thing. I'm talking if you just did 10 host to post every day for either the giveaway or TFX. I'm not even talking about doing business opportunity host to posts, okay? If you just did 10 host to posts a day and it was giveaway or TFX, you have 300 host to post by the end of the month. if you messaged every single person that posts for you, you're going to message 300 people and ask them if they're interested in doing the business with you. That's a lot of people to message and ask about doing the business with you. Now, here's the thing. You're not sending an uninvited message because they've already agreed to post for you. And most people, what I find when I do take the time to message, most people are already thinking about doing the business. Not everyone who posts has thought about doing the business, but the majority, when I ask them, hey, have you ever thought about doing this with me? The majority say yes, but, right? There's a but attached. And generally it's yes, but I didn't think that I would have enough people interested, or yes, but I didn't think I would have the market for it. It's usually not yes, but I don't have the time, or yes, but like the but is usually something that's really easy to overcome because they usually have at least 2 comments on it. And guess what? You have a market for it because it's one post. We all know we've thrown posts up and had nothing come off of it, right? And then you post another thing the next day and you get 25 comments. Like, it's all about algorithms, right? So if you message every person who posted, if you get 10 up a day, you message every person who posted for you, that's 300 people that you're messaging, okay? Let's say 5% join the business. I have no idea. Everybody has a different amount of numbers, okay? I know long time ago, I listened to a training, like I'm talking years ago, that Joel and Stephanie Dunn did. And for my newbies, welcome, that there are #1 income earners in the company. They have been for years now, okay? They know what they're doing. So Joel said that when they first started tracking how many people they had to talk to, 1 out of every 100 would sign. Then they've gotten it down to where it's like 1 out of every 30 sign now, okay? So I would say probably when you start, you could expect 1 out of every 100 to join you. So if you message 300 people, you're gonna sign 3 DTs by the end of the month. That's our steps to success right there, 3 DTs, 4 LCs. And I promise you, you're gonna get 4 LCs if you're posting all day long about TFX, if you're having all these post-to-post done for TFX. So 3, that's a minimum of 3, okay? Did you know it takes 3 DTs to go Ruby? That's it. And if you've already gone Ruby, now by signing those 3 DTs, you've just helped someone on your team go Ruby. And hopefully you're teaching them to message everyone who's posting for them. Hi, Noah. I see him waving back there. So if you're teaching your newbies to message everyone, let's say you're already a Ruby, you have 3 DTs on your team. You're teaching them to message everybody who posts for them. And guys, it's not a pushy message, it's a very easy message. If a lot of people commented, oh my gosh, girl, your post blew up, I'm so excited. I have to ask, have you ever thought about doing this with me to make some extra income from your phone? And that's it. Okay. I usually add in, if there's a lot of comments, I usually add in, obviously you'd be really successful at it. Poor Michelle. I know, I can see it happening back there. That's it. It's not pushy. It's just asking. Have you ever thought about it? If they don't have a ton of comments, I usually say, oh my gosh, girl, you have people interested. I'm so excited. I have to ask, have you ever thought about doing this with me? Again, nothing pushy. All you're doing is giving them that opportunity. And I will ask what I always ask when I start talking about signing DTs, because I think everyone's so hesitant. There's not one person on here who does not feel like this business has not been a blessing. That was really weird the way I worded it. Everybody on here feels like this business has been a gift and a blessing. How's that? Right? If I were to take a poll, everyone's going to raise their hand. If I were to say, who feels like this business has been a gift or a blessing to you? Everyone's going to raise their hand, okay? So by not offering the business to every person who does host a post for you, you are potentially withholding that gift or that blessing from them. You never know where somebody's at in their life, okay? So let's say 5% of the people that you talk to say, yeah, I want to do this, and they sign up. Do you know that's 15 new DTs that you would sign by the end of the month? I have to look real quick because I had to do this on newbies Zoom, so I should remember, but I don't. Do you know how many DTs it takes to go diamond? 15. 15 DTs to go diamond. So you could potentially, if you are messaging if you get 10 host posts up a day and you're messaging everybody who does host a post for you and asking if they would be interested in the business, if 5% of them say yes, you could be boxed for diamond after 30 days. Is that not mind-blowing, you guys? Like, think of the opportunities that we are missing because we're not messaging these people and asking. Because I can tell you, I actually have a fairly high signing rate when I message people and ask if they're interested. There's a lot more people are interested than you realize, especially the people, if they've posted a couple of times for you, they probably are seeing how simple it is. So guys, like, holy moly, let's all make a commitment to messaging the people who are posting for us, because you're missing out on, it's a huge market that you're missing out on. And you guys, that's signing 15 DTs without even doing a business post, without posting about the business, without having anybody do a business opportunity host a post for you. That's like, how simple is that? All you're doing is doing one small message. Like, you've already talked to this person about host a post, right? They did host a post for you. It's literally as simple as going and copy pasting a message to them, right? Like, it should not take you. What I'm going to start implementing for myself, because like I said, I haven't been doing this either consistently. I'm going to start every day. Like, I'm going to have to figure it out into my schedule. Yeah, Janessa, I didn't send it tonight, but I think I'm gonna post it in Dream Team so that everybody has access to it. So what I'm gonna start doing is, you guys know I kind of have like a routine how I work my business. So what I'm gonna do is, before I start messaging people to put new host posts up, I'm gonna go back, because hopefully you guys are all saving, you can save to a collection your posts when someone posts for you. I'm gonna go back to my collections, and I'm gonna go to all the posts that were done the day before. I'm gonna message each one of those people. It should not take more than 5 or 10 minutes. And then if I start implementing that into my business every day, it's just gonna become a habit. And every day I'll take 5 to 10 minutes to message, hopefully 10 people. Hopefully I got 10 host posts up, to message 10 people and ask them if they're interested in the business. And I think if we all commit to implementing just that, nothing else, just that, do you know how big our DT numbers would be? Like, we would sign so many more DTs. And then let me put this into perspective for you guys, okay? If you're money driven, let's say you sign, I'm just gonna go big and we'll say 5% sign. So you sign 15 DTs. Do you know, holy moly, just in fast starts alone, that's $2,250. Who wants to make $2,000 a month? I know everybody on here wants to go diamond and make $2,000 a month. What if you could do it simply by just doing what you already are doing and adding one simple small step in with it? Like, the money that we are leaving on the table, if you're money driven, is very silly. If you're driven by helping people, think of the amount of people that you're not talking to and potentially helping because we're not messaging those people. And if you're really wanting to promote, like, look at it from whatever angle you want to look at it at, you guys. But it's a huge thing that we're not taking advantage of. And it's really simple. It's not like we have to add a whole bunch of extra steps in to take advantage of it. So I highly, highly challenge you guys, and I want you guys, if it's something you're committing to, tell us in the team chat, tell us in the team page, like wherever you want to tell us at. And if you're on here and you're not in the team chat, we can add you in. Just let whoever enrolled you know that you want to be added in. We can add you to the team chat. But gosh, I lost my train of thought. Let us know, or pop it in the comments now. Like, let me know that you're committing to it, because I'm going to commit to it, and then I'm going to make sure that I'm letting you guys know, like, hey, I did it today. I'm sticking with it and I'm doing it, and here's how it's working. But I'm just telling you guys, like, I've had plenty of DTs enroll from talking to them about host a post. So if I increase my efforts on that, my numbers are going to increase on that. And again, it's just something really simple. So that's my big tip for DTs and enrolling DTs for you guys tonight, because I know I know everybody's trying to get more out of their business. And let's be honest, like we all have the kids at home right now. A lot of us have had the kids at home for a very long time. A lot of us are looking at having the kids home for a much longer time. So we want to find a way to work smarter, not harder, right? You want to find a way to have the most time with the kids that you can, or the most time for, if you don't have kids, whatever heaven looks like, to be able to do whatever you want. I love my children. I'm just joking. but seriously, whatever it is that you're doing without kids, like I'm sure you want more time to do that, because I know I would. Man, I can't even imagine what it must be like to sit and watch a whole Netflix series. Anyways, I'm just kidding, you guys. But you know what, Steph, I don't want more kids. Not Steph's kids. I love Steph, but holy moly. I say that with love, Steph, and I know you know I'm joking with you. Yeah, exactly, Janessa. Yes, like I feel like, well, that's what our freaking Mexico trip is supposed to be, and we can't get. Everyone's making it so hard. But yes, we all need like a girls' trip, no kids. Anyways, guys, I'm so lost on where I was now. Anybody can be a leader, you guys. Holy moly. Yeah, Kristen, Steph's been trying to send Kristen her kids for a long time now. She keeps trying to send her kids over the border. Here, Kristen, you take them. Anyways, guys, so I really, like, seriously, we're missing out on so much by not just messaging. Krista tries to send her kids to Rochelle all the time. We're missing out by not messaging these people, and it's such a simple step, and you're gonna be, I think you guys are all gonna be really surprised at the response that you get and how many people say yes, that they're interested. And I remember, you guys, not everyone who says yes, they're interested is going to say yes to the business, but you're gonna get a lot more yeses that way than any other way. Like I'm just being honest, because you guys know I like to message over on Instagram, just randomly message girls who are following me. Okay, I'm not like just going to someone else's picture and messaging everyone off of their like their picture. But I do like to message on Instagram, and I do a decent job of signing distributors that way. But the response, like you get a yes a lot faster. Yes, I'm interested. A lot faster when you message the people who do host to post for you. And it's just really nice when they do host to post, because you can already tell them how simple it is. Like they already saw with host to post how easy that was, and then we let them know that's how we work the business. Like that's what we do. And so it just makes it a whole lot easier when you're trying to talk to people about it. So I'm committing to it. I'm going to make sure that I'm letting you guys know when I'm getting it done, so that way you guys can see what my like success rate is with it, so I can report that back to you guys. But I hope you guys all do that with me too. The other thing we're going to talk about tonight with host to post is, I know that some of you guys still feel like you're struggling with getting your host to post up. So this would be my recommendation. Okay. This is going to sound like something you shouldn't do, but I truly think this is going to help. Okay. I would not post anything about a giveaway for like 3 or 4 days. Like anything at all. Even if you're like, yeah, but I'm not getting host to post up, I need to get some up. Your algorithm needs a break. So what I would do is 3 to 4 days, take a break from talking about giveaways, TFX, spend the next 3 to 4 days really focusing on interacting with your friends. So making sure that you're taking, guys, I'm going to be honest, I hate interacting on Facebook. Sometimes I have fun with it, but especially lately, there's a lot of people with differing opinions from me on certain things. So I don't like interacting with people on Facebook, but I still take the time to do it because it's good for your algorithm. Okay. And sometimes it helps you find people you need to unfriend, because sometimes I see stuff and I'm like, oh, you think my husband deserves to die? Well, we should probably not be friends. So it's a good way to figure out, who you need to unfriend. But when you're interacting, what it does is it's boosting your algorithm. And those people are now going to see what you're posting more. Okay. When you go and you comment on somebody else's post, Facebook says, hey, Michelle wants to talk to Taryn because she commented on Taryn's post, and Taryn replied back, try when you comment to ask a question, you know, because then it gives them, they have to respond to it. And then it gives that interaction, and Facebook's like, wow, they really want to talk. So I'm going to make sure that they're seeing each other's posts. So you get that when you're interacting. So everybody should be interacting daily. If you're like me and you don't really thrive off of it, just do it for 10 minutes, set a timer for 10 minutes, make sure that that's all you're focusing on for that 10 minutes. Don't pay attention to messages that come in. Don't pay attention to notifications that come through. Don't do what I do and click on the Disney clothing ads, okay? Keep going, even though that shirt looks really cute, just keep going. And just spend that 10 minutes interacting. And then what you can do then, what'll happen is Facebook will start showing your stuff to those people more. And so don't interact on each other's posts either when you're doing your 10 minutes of interacting. I'm not saying don't comment on each other's stuff, but if you're doing your 10 minutes for interacting, don't comment on each other's stuff, because Facebook's gonna be like, oh, they really like talking to each other. They're in a chat group together, and now they're commenting back and forth on this post together. And all you're gonna end up seeing is each other's posts, okay? So, and what you're trying to do by this is break that and have more people see what you're posting. To do that, okay, everybody should be doing that. But if you're struggling getting host to post up, do that. And then post only things that don't really have to do with the business for the next couple of days. And again, I know it sounds like, what on earth, how could you be coaching me to do that? But what it's going to do is it's going to bring your interaction on your posts up. Okay. If you're taking the time to interact on other people's posts, okay, now Facebook's going to show them what you're posting. If you're posting pictures of your kid, you're posting something funny that you saw, you're posting, I don't know, life hacks, people like that kind of stuff, you know, whatever it is, don't go overboard and like post a bunch of nonsense. But if you're posting a couple of things that are like, you know, more geared towards you and your personality and what you want to be branded as and have people know you as, what's going to happen is you're going to start to get interaction. And here's the kicker, or here's like the secret on that, you guys. Let's say you post a picture of your kid and one person comments and says, oh my gosh, they're so cute. You're going to go respond to that comment as quickly as you can and say something like, oh my gosh, thank you. How are your kids doing, right? Let's say that they have kids. How are your kids doing? Or how are you guys doing with all of this going on, right? Just something to carry that conversation on, because you're going to have a conversation in the comment section of that. And what that's going to do is people are going to see, or Facebook's going to see it as, okay, this is a post that people want to comment on and have a conversation on. I'm going to make sure that it's being seen more, and it's going to bump it to the top of the newsfeed again. And then more people are going to see it, more people are going to comment. You're going to carry on the conversation with them in the comment section, and it's going to bump it again. And so what'll happen is you're going to get all kinds of interaction on that post that has nothing to do with the business, which is fine, because now, because you're interacting with those people so much, the next time you post, Facebook's going to show that post, or show that person your post. Does that make sense? And it's going to keep doing that. It gets in that cycle and it keeps doing that. And so what that does for you is it gives you a whole new market of people to start seeing your posts. And after 3 or 4 days, you kind of judge it based on how many comments you're getting from new people. After 3 or 4 days, you can post about your giveaway. And now you're going to have a whole new group of people see that giveaway post that haven't been seeing any of the giveaway posts that you've been posting, and they're all going to comment, not all of them, but the majority of them are going to comment on it. And now you have a brand new batch of people who want in on your giveaway that have never commented on it before. Here's the other thing that you can do to get more people seeing your posts. It's a little time consuming, but I got my friends list maxed out, so I had to clear out friends, and I was trying to figure out how in the heck to do that. So I went on, you got to do it on a desktop. Well, you can do it not on a desktop. To me, it's easier to do it on a laptop or a desktop. Go onto Facebook, go to your friends list, and start to go through your friends list. And you're going to see there's a lot of them that will be like the outline of a picture. And then next to it, if it doesn't show how many friends they have or how many mutual friends you have, or if they go to, like, if there's no information other than their name. So it would be like a silhouette, and then it would just say Taryn De Silva, nothing else. Wouldn't say how many friends I have. It wouldn't say how many mutual friends. It wouldn't say where I go to school, like nothing. Okay. Each one's different. It's kind of interesting. Like Michelle's active on Facebook, so it might show Michelle has 200 mutual friends with me. It might show her name and then 200 mutual friends. And then Janessa, it might show her name and then it might show where she went to school. Like I can't figure out why it shows what it shows. But when there's a silhouette with a name and no information below that name, that means that that account is inactive. So you want to go unfriend that account. And what it does, and I found this out by mistake, okay? When I went through and unfriended all of the inactive accounts, all of a sudden I had all kinds of new people commenting on my giveaway post and like liking my post. It was so weird. It was like it refreshed my algorithm for Facebook and new people were seeing my stuff just because I went through and cleared out the deactivated accounts. So you can do that. And that, I mean, that's really, you just want the deactivated accounts off anyways. There's no point for them taking up space on your friends list. So that's another thing you can do. The last thing that you can do, this one, it's probably easier to do on your phone with this one. Go to your friends list on your phone. Okay, it's a little more time consuming. What I would say is just dedicate like 10 minutes a day to doing this. Don't spend long periods of time doing it. Literally all you have to do is click on the person and go to their profile and scroll like once. And I'm telling you this from experience too, because what I was doing was I was trying to figure out who to unfriend. So I was actually, this is what I did. I went to their profile, scrolled down once to see like, what does it show that their business is? What's like one or two of their posts that they have? Because I was trying to weed out, okay, if anybody's in another network marketing company, probably don't want to be friends with them anymore. If they're posting really negative stuff, don't want to be friends with them anymore. If they're posting anti-police stuff, don't want to be friends with them anymore. So I was kind of weeding out my friends that way. So I would scroll down, just see what like their most recent 2 posts were to decide whether or not I wanted to stay friends with them. If it looked good, then I hit message to see if I had ever messaged with them to see what the response was from them. Some of them, guys, I had messaged like, followed up like a bajillion times and it's just total silence. So I just went ahead and unfriended them. Like I'm talking like 6-8 months of following up. And for me, it was good to just get them out because I needed some space. Okay, so that's all I did. Scrolled down, looked at their top 2 to 3 posts, hit message to see what my message history was with them. And then that was it. There was a lot of them that I was like, oh, I've never even talked to this person. Like, I'm honestly not even sure where they came from. Do you know those are the people that commented on my most recent giveaway post? The majority of the comments on my most recent giveaway post are the people that I was clicking on to see if there was any history, like to see what they were posting and then to see if there was any message history. So there's something about doing that that kicks the algorithm in Facebook to give you other people. So if it's someone who's commenting a lot on your giveaway post and you're like, I've given them 1 million posts and I don't know what to give them now because they've posted so many times for me, I wouldn't go click on their profile. But if it's people that you haven't interacted with a whole lot and haven't commented on your giveaway post, go click on them. Spend 10 minutes each day and do that. And I promise you guys, if you do those 3 things for 3 to 4 days, so interact a bunch, make sure that you're responding to people's comments as, you know, if you're posting things that aren't about the business, respond to their comments, create that conversation, go get rid of the deactivated accounts, and then go and just start kind of clicking on people. I just did it alphabetically, or no, actually I organized it oldest to newest because I'm like, this was the other thing I said, because again, I needed to clear friends out. And I told Sean, I was like, look, if they're in my old, like if they're at the bottom of the oldest list, like I've been friends with them since 2009 when I got Facebook, and they haven't once liked or commented on a picture of my beautiful baby, they don't need to be my friend. It's like, they're getting booted, right? So, so that's how I did it, because I figured like if they've been my friend for that long and they haven't shown any interest in the business or the products, it might be time to move them out so that I can make room for new people to move in. So if you do those things, you guys, I'm telling you, do that for 3 or 4 days and then do a giveaway post. And I would recommend you guys go take my giveaway post, because I don't know why that thing blew up. It got 220 comments on it before I could even get to starting to message people. Okay. A good giveaway post for me is usually 50 comments. So it was because I did those things of removing deactivated accounts, clicking on new things, and then that post, it did, like, I don't know. So I would say take 3 to 4 days. Don't talk about the products. Don't talk about I would post a lifestyle business post. I still think that's fine. Um, don't talk about your giveaway. Okay. Just post things to get some interaction, but make sure, this is the other thing, I would do stuff that's interaction that you can interact back with. Okay. So if you do like I've done in the past, like a picture of 4 different puppies and like, which puppy would you pick? Well, you have to be able to respond back. So if somebody says A, like there would need to be a dog in there that I want, so that I can go, oh my gosh, I totally want that dog too. Have you ever had that dog or something? I honestly, guys, I wouldn't do something like that. I would do something like, you guys saw I posted the other day, and I was dead serious when I asked it, but it's bringing a lot of interaction for me. There were 2 different ones I did. I did one asking who's had a housekeeper and or who's had someone come in and clean your house and how did you pick them? Okay. And I legit want to know, because I really want to get someone to come in here a couple times a month and do just a few things for me. But with Sean's job, I'm very nervous about having somebody come into my home. So I was trying to see, how did you decide who to let in your house? So that created a lot of conversation for me on the page. The other thing that I asked the other day, and I was dead serious about this one too, my family has not been anywhere in like 16 months. I know that COVID is a thing out there right now, but for the sake of our mental health, we need to go on vacation. So I was asking, like, where do you guys recommend going? What's somewhere that I can go? And that got a ton of conversation going too. And what was so great about that one is I was able to really interact with the people that were commenting on it, because like some people just commented a location. And so then I asked, I was like, well, what is there to do there? Or what could you go do with kids? Like, and then it created, and guess what? They had to respond back, right? And then I could ask more questions. Instead of taking it to a private message, I asked them on the post itself, so that I could continue to carry on that conversation and interact more with them. So do interactive posts like that. You don't have to do those exact ones, but do some kind of interactive post that you can have a conversation with them, not just, hey, would you rather live in a house on the beach or in the woods? Like, it's a great post. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you want something that's going to allow you to have a full-on conversation with someone, so that your interaction is staying up. That post is continuing to pop up. More people are commenting on it. You're able to interact with more people, which just does a whole lot of good for your algorithm. So you do those things 3 to 4 days. Do the giveaway post that I did. If you guys are like, I don't know which one it is, says, would you rather have a personal chef or a maid? Tell me for the chance to win a Louis Vuitton or 1,500 cash winner's choice. Okay, guys, I'll tell you, all I've done is posted about the Louis Vuitton this month. I haven't talked about the Gucci belt. I haven't talked about the other cash giveaway. I haven't talked about any of that other stuff. I'm just focusing on Louis Vuitton because it's what's been working for me. So maybe if you're talking about the Gucci belt, because I tried doing a few, I know, Steph, she's totally cracking up back there. She's so tired. She woke up way earlier than she should have, and she did not really take a nap today. So everything is funny right now. I did a few giveaway posts. Like, people said they'd post for me. I gave them the giveaway post, and I said I was doing a giveaway for a Gucci belt. It didn't really get a very good response. It could have just been the wrong market, but I did it for 2 days. That was the only giveaway that I gave, was the Gucci belt, and none of them really took off. And then I did the Louis Vuitton, and someone has like 120 comments. I'm still trying to message all those people off of it. So play around with it, you guys. When you do have people who will post for you, play around with it and see what works best. But my suggestion and recommendation would be, because it's already the 16th and we're doing the Gucci belt on the 20th, I would just focus, if you're struggling with host to post, I would just focus on Louis Vuitton / $1,500 giveaway. And see what you can do with that. But again, kind of reset your Facebook for 3 to 4 days, then post about it. With it being Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I would say do it for 3 days. Sundays, for whatever reason, Sundays seem to be a really good day. A lot of people seem to be on Sunday evening. So I would do your giveaway post Sunday evening. So I would take the next couple days, spend it kind of resetting Facebook, and then Sunday evening, do your giveaway post. If you're not struggling, don't stop talking about the business. I would still though recommend, no matter if you feel like you're struggling with host to post or not, I would recommend going in and removing those deactivated accounts, and maybe once a week, take 10 minutes, like once a week, take 10 minutes, go through your friends, click on a few people that you don't ever talk to, do what I said, look at like 2 posts, maybe like a couple of them if it's something that you actually like, not on everyone's. You can just like, you know, every few people like a post, click the message button, see where you left off with them if you've ever talked to them. That's going to give you guys a whole new market, and that's going to help you to continue to keep your host to post strong every single month. So there's a lot in the chat. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat. Let me take a look at what's, because you guys know I can't watch the chat a whole lot when I'm talking. Otherwise, I totally get distracted. So welcome to your first team Zoom. I don't know if it's Alyssa or Elisa. Let us know, because I want to make sure I say your name right. I don't know, Michelle, what it is about that cleanse bottle, but Ashton was playing with mine this morning too. She loves the cleanse bottle. Like, it's like you said, new favorite toy. I don't know what it is about that bottle. There's something very attractive about it to the kids. Krista, I'm really sorry. Oh, free shipping for the kids. I'm assuming it's free shipping for the kids, but if it's something business related, let me know, because I don't want to miss that. Yeah, Molly said I'm terrible about getting lost in the scroll without actually commenting. Guilty as well. Guys, I'm not joking. That's why I say set a timer. Like, if you go in, set your timer on your phone for 10 minutes and say, I'm going to interact for the next 10 minutes, you're way more likely to actually interact for 10 minutes than to get lost scrolling, because you know, like, okay, I only have 10 minutes to interact. I can do this. I can knock it out in 10 minutes. And it just makes it a lot easier. Yeah, Steph has a really good interactive post, her coyote post. But she did have people messaging and calling her worried about her kids' safety, but it's funny, and you get a lot of people commenting on it. Michelle said she started putting up random interactive posts. She interacted back with the people who commented. Then a day later, she messaged them asking them to host a post. The first 5 got the giveaway on Friday, and in 2.5 days over the weekend, she had 35 host a posts up. So it really is, if you're getting that interaction, it's going to change so much for your business and your host to post. I truly believe that. I don't see anything else in the comments. I'll stop the recording if I can get it to click.